This is the instructional for the GANN indicators. So that's going to be GANN X lines and GANN X AI Delta Pro. I'm just going to show you what you need to set them up. So first thing, if you're going to be using the 4-hour GAN lines, you need to have 20 days loaded. And this is how you do it. So, okay, maybe that was fast. Right click, data series, days loaded, 20, because it needs 20 days worth of data to calculate. For the 4-hour GAN lines, if you're using 1-hour GAN lines, you only need 10 days. Okay? But I'll do 20. Ah, what is going on here? 20. Now give it some time. Make sure you're not using, like, small period Renko or small period gamma bars, because it'll take a while to load. So you do that. Loading at the top. Okay, now we're loaded. We have 20 days worth of data. So now let's add the indicators. GAN X lines, GAN X Delta Pro, and that's the trading compass. That's not done yet, but it'll be coming. Okay, so for GAN X lines, I'll try to go through the settings. I don't necessarily know what all the settings are because this is just copied over from TradingView. So if you know the TradingView version, then you should know what some of the settings do that I don't. You'll notice the difference here. It's enable the GAN signals. I know there's kind of a lot of them, but so this is what I had to add so that way we can automate it. Alright, so I'll go through that in a second. So here's all the signals. You can turn them on and off. This is signal offset and ticks, cross and the close. This is how far away from the candle. So if you find that your signals, depending on your time frame, they'll sit in different spots. So if you find that the labels are too close to your candles or they're overlapping, you want to increase this offset to bring the labels further away. Hide signal labels. This is going to make it so your signal labels are invisible, but they're still on the chart technically. They're just transparent color, and they can still be recognized by Autobot and generator. The reason for this is, again, just to keep your chart clean. If you don't, you end up getting 5 or 6 of these indicators on there and they all print signals, it's just going to be a chart full of signals. So what you can do is you can do something called hide signals, and it'll still be automatable. You just won't visually see them because maybe you don't need to see them. Enable signal cooldown. I think this is a feature from TradingView. And so if you only want to signal every bars or minutes, how many minutes before in between each signal. So there's that. Line color, line width, line opacity. This is just, basic stuff. Show the labels. Those are the labels on the right. Show the mid-levels. That's all. And then this is like the real settings here. So this is base time frame in minutes. This is the setting for the GAN line. So right now 60 minutes is 1-hour GAN line. So if you want the 4-hour GAN line, in NinjaTrader we don't actually use hours as a period. We use minutes up to days. So there's seconds, minutes, and days. We don't actually write 4H or anything like that. So 240 minutes, 4 hours. And you just leave these alone. I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know what look back period in bars. I know what that says, but I don't know how it affects anything. And then auto extend, I don't know what that is. So you have to ask Jat. Yep. Calculate on bar close. That's fine. So we're going to hit apply. This is just, well, I'm going to actually hide the Delta Pro one for now. So I don't know why that's not showing. $240. Okay, generally when they don't show, it's just a day thing. It shouldn't be 21. It was working. No, I don't know. Alright, well I might have to look at that one. But here's the thing. GANX lines, it's just like a base version of GANX Delta. It has all the same signals for the cross. And I saw earlier that this one was printing. So instead of using GANX lines for now, unless you can get it working, I don't know why it's not working. You can just use GANX Delta Pro. It's the same thing. Here's your settings. I don't know what the additional time frame is. I'm not even sure that it works. You have to ask Jat. I didn't do much testing. I think it was working. He didn't say it wasn't, so it should be working. I don't know what all these are. But the big difference with AI as opposed to GAN is it has these delta signals. Okay. So, here's the setting base time frame. So 60 minutes. Those are the 1 hour GANs. 4 hour GANs. I don't know why they're not coming up. Beats me. Shouldn't need to. Okay, there we go. Just needs more days. So that'll be the same in the other GAN. I guess maybe it needs more than 20 days. So hopefully you got this far in the video and you figured that out. But yeah, anytime they're not coming up, it's just a matter of how many days are loaded. So there we go. So there's the GAN lines. Oh shit, went to strategies. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this video quick. It might not be turning out as clean and precise as I want. Okay. These settings should all be the same as TradingView, so I don't know. I set the defaults to a good spot. Delta should be on. So let me show you this. So here's the thing. Okay, perfect. So what happens is you load it up and you're expecting those delta labels to be there, and they're not. And they'll come in. I'm just trying to find the replay box so I can press play. There it is. Okay, you don't see any delta prints. Why? Because you don't have tick replay enabled. But tick replay takes a lot of computer resources, so to load 30 days on tick replay, it's going to take a couple minutes. So I recommend leaving it off unless you want to scroll back on the chart and look at it. So delta needs tick because, I mean, it's reading delta volume, and you need to look at every single tick that goes through the market for it to read. So that's why you need tick replay on. If you're going to look back on the chart and try to see, you know, if you're just scrolling back and you're just kind of looking around, you'll need tick replay on. But if you're not scrolling back, then don't worry, because it's going to print with new data. So you'll get delta when new data comes in. I'll try to show you here, but it's going to take however long to load now, right? So anyways, probably just going to have to trust me. Okay, well, anyways, I don't know why it's not working. But probably because I don't have the data loaded. Obviously, there's no bid and ask there. So I can show available data. No, I should have it. But you know what? I've put my computer in sleep mode a bunch of times, so it kind of fucks up the everything up. I should close Ninja and restart it. Anyway, so new deltas will print with new data coming in, so don't worry. If you really need to see it, you just go to data series, go to tick replay, and you put tick replay on, and then once it's done calculating, it'll load. It's going to take a couple minutes on most computers. My computer's pretty good, so it does it I had a little better pace than most probably, but anyways, so I can probably go into that's basically it. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to take a couple minutes to load every single order in the market for 30 days. It takes a while. So that's what it's doing now. I guess that's basically it. I'll do a better video eventually. I'm just trying to get this out quick, and I wasn't fully prepared for this. I just have so many things to do. So it's just loading replay. So I'm just going to cut the video here because you just got to trust me. That's all. Okay. I'm going to do another video on ETM, and then I got to go.